Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy and today we're going to cover the Summer Skirmish reveals because it's really very good. I enjoyed it, apart from one that I found was slightly disappointing, but the rest of them was pretty good. So we're just going to go through all of them. That's the point of this video, and we're starting off strong with Warcry because I think this one was the best one. Warcry has got a new box set coming out called the Heart of Gur. That doesn't sound right. Is the H silent? I don't know. The Heart of Gur? I don't know. But it's a decent box set with a lot of decent terrain, and it's got one of my favorite. It's got my favorite models that I've seen. The Rotmere Creed. I absolutely love the Rotmere Creed. I think they are brilliant models. I'm also glad to tell you they are Nurgle adjacent. If we scroll down here, I'll get to the things in the article in a minute, but it says, unsurprisingly, these woods folk worship Nurgle, who has promised them an elixir of immortality. And I'm just really happy because I've got an idea. And yes, there's also the Horns of Hashut, which we will get into. But I'm more interested in the Rotmere Creed because I haven't seen them before, but I have seen the Horns of Hashut. So, the Rotmere Creed are disgusting looking. I absolutely love the design. My favourite one being this guy here. Oh, sorry, heartburn. And I just like the design of them. They are really cool. I really want this. I want this warband because I would convert them into like 40k Nurgle cultists. There's ideas here for kit bashing and all sorts. But I like this guy. I mean, look at what he's wearing on his shoulder. It's a weird little frog thing. He's just chilling. Is that... No, it's not a Nurgling. Could be a variant of Nurgling. We don't know, but I like him. Also, he's wearing a helmet made out of bones. And it sort of reminds me of Pyramid Head a little bit from Silent Hill. It's a really good model. Really good. In fact, with the needle and everything, you could make him into a Necromunda rogue doc. You would have to seriously kit bash it a little bit, but it would be quite a cool rogue doc to have. I love this model. This model is probably the best one out of all of them. Or is it? Because there is another model that I really like. Also, this guy here, I like the design. I like the sculpts. They are rotting away here, as you can tell. Like, their flesh is slowly rotting away, and the blow dart, the blowpipe that he has is made out of bones, and the weapons are highly improvised. I like them. But if we go here, you see, we've already covered this guy. But this guy, as you can clearly see, his face is rotting off, which is lovely. Also, his leg is seriously fucked up. Is that the other guy's foot, or is that... Nah, that's the other guy's foot. It looks like there's a giant lump coming out of his leg here. I do like the weird skull symbol, though. The skull symbol is really cool. And we've already covered this guy. I like the stilts. The stilts look really cool. But over here, I think these two are probably the cleanest members of the Rotmere Creed. Mainly because it's only their arms and legs that are slightly rotting away, but their face looks fine. Yes, I know they're wearing hoods, but that guy's beard is far too clean. Or it could be one of those weird clip-on beards. It's like his face is actually just disintegrating away, so he's wearing this clip-on beard. Oh dear, I like the weapons. I like the weird bone. I like the weird bones they have. Also, I've just noticed this. This guy's hand is turning into these weird bones. So is it? I don't know. I don't know if this is this guy's arm, but it seems like he's only got one arm here. I don't know where the other arm is, but it looks like this is the other arm. And it's slowly sort of fossilizing? I don't know. But he's really cool. Also, his leg is fucked here. I love the sculpt. The paint job does do a lot for these models, but the sculpts themselves look amazing. I'm really happy with this, and this is my second favourite guy here, because this guy he's just gross. He's a really busy model. I like this model, but this model is my second favourite because though it is a really busy model, his foot is fucked. And also he's got maggots on him, and he's got like a fishing net with hooks on, and yeah, it's not great for him. He's also he's wearing a skull over his head, which is really cool. And he's got lots and lots of horns and a fish skeleton. Why does he have a fish skeleton? Is it like a lucky charm? I don't know, but his foot's fucked. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's just... Oh dear, poor fucker. Anyway, well, at least he's immortal, I guess. Also, his leg is swollen to shit. But I like this model as well because it reminds me of the Left 4 Dead 2 Hunter. It looks like he's about to pounce. And yeah, these two are really good. And finally we have these two, and I like the shields. The shields do a lot. The skull over the head, I don't know if I like that. I would prefer to see his face and have it half rotting away than just him wearing a skull over his head. I hope, though, this kit comes with multiple head options, because that would be cool. But I do like the shields, and also this poor fella's leg is... Oh god, it's horrible. It's horrible, but it's enjoyably horrible. And again, you could kit bash these to hell and back for any Nurgle army effectively, or even a Necromunda rogue doc. I think that would be quite cool if you had a Necromunda rogue doc model made out of this guy, because it would make sense. Like, he's just an Ash Waste Nomad that sort of comes in and heals people, or like was part of the Ash Waste Nomad. But we are getting ahead of myself. And the other half of the box is one that I've already covered. I've already covered the Horns of Hashut. I like them. I do like, though, we get told what this gun is, and it's a flamethrower. I really like fantasy guns. They are really cool. And I do like these models. These models look cool, but I've already talked about them, so it's a bit weird. But yeah, they're nice models. They're cool. I enjoy them. I absolutely love the armor. The armor is really cool. And I thought they were corn worshippers, but they're not. They worship the Hashut, which used to be a chaos god. I think that was what his name is called. I assume that's what his name was called, because it's the Horns of Hashut. So it'd be a bit weird if the god's name was actually called Keith or something. But yeah, the Horns of Hashut get a pass from me. And finally, for the Warcry, we have this really cool looking terrain. I don't really talk about terrain all that much, but I like it. It's really cool. These would be amazing for Ash Wastes. If you were playing Ash Wastes, then these would be absolutely amazing to put round the map. Yeah, that's really cool. Also, I like how warped the trees look and everything. They're just really cool models. I like them. I do like them. They're really cool models. And pressed the wrong button. And obviously, this box comes with the rule book as well. So yeah, that was Warcry. On to the next one. So, next up is the Goliath Mauler, which is a really cool looking bike, though it's probably the most disappointing reveal, mainly because it was only the one model. That's it. And it's a nice bike. I like the bike. The bike looks really, really cool. I like the style of it. If you're an Orc player, you've already seen ways on how you can kit bash it. And yeah, it's a really cool vehicle. In fact, it reminds me slightly of the T-25 chopper from Halo 3. And hopefully, if I remember, it's on screen now. Ooh, you will see what I'm talking about if I remember to edit this properly, which I probably won't. But other than it being a really nice vehicle, also I like the driver. The driver's quite cool. And he's got a nice little mohawk here. I don't know why, but the added mohawk gives me a Mad Max vibe. It's such a cool looking vehicle. But it also has really cool rules. In fact, I like the second variant. The second variant looks really cool, but I actually don't know what I like more. I think I like the first variant because it looks like the T-25 chopper from Halo. But that's a really cool bike. Yeah, it's just a really cool model, and it has a different gun. Ooh. So what are the rules? Well, it says what the rules are here. Power ram, a vehicle fitted with a ram adds 2 to the strength, AP, and damage of any vehicle impact involving its front arc, so it's amazing for just going through any vehicle in Necromunda. Yeah, I have a vehicle in Necromunda Ash Waste. It's a little wolf quad for my enforcers, if you care to know. And that little wolf quad is the strongest vehicle out of everyone, apparently. Even though it should have rightly been killed instantly, it didn't. Anyway, the Goliath. So it's really powerful against vehicles. Hybrid drive. This vehicle uses a mix of wheels and tracks for locomotion. It counts as both wheeled and tracked, and may choose which set of rules to apply when interacting with difficult terrain. That is really cool. That's really cool. I like that. I do like that. And the crew characteristics is ballistic skill 4, leadership 8, cool check 5, willpower 9, and intelligence 8. That's I don't know. I haven't played Necromunda for that long, but I think that's quite good. Question mark? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Especially if you use it to target other vehicles with your gun, then it is a +1 to hit. Unless you're fighting against me, who chose smoke vents to put on the little quad bike, so it's always -1 to hit. He. Aren't I a little trickster? Smoke vents and ash wastes are the best thing ever, just because you always get a -1 to hit. So yeah, that's Necromunda. Really cool vehicle. Bit disappointing that they only shown off one vehicle, but other than that, it's all good. So next up is the Hexbane Hunters, and I really like these models. I never played Warhammer Underworlds, but the Hexbane Hunters are some really cool models. I like these models. I like this guy in particular. I would kit bash this guy to be an Inquisitor model or a Commissar model. There's so much potential for this model to be kit bashed for both 40k and Age of Sigmar, though I haven't personally played Age of Sigmar, but there's just a lot of kit bashing you can do. Or even Necromunda. You would be an awesome bounty hunter model for Necromunda. I just like this model. It's a really good Inquisitor model. You could have this model as an Inquisitor and say he's from the Ordo Hereticus and just have him hunt down any heresy guy. That would be really cool. That's such a cool model, and his actual name is Herskill Hexbane, which is just the naming in Warhammer always is either really dumb or really cool, but the Herskill Hexbane it's both. It's really dumb and really cool. And yeah, I don't know what these cards mean, but it seems like they're quite good. So yeah. I don't know what the cards mean, but this model is really cool. I also like these two here. These two models look really cool. Oh dear, if I was playing Kill Team, I think you need a few more models, but these guys would make for like some really cool looking specialized units. This guy has like a master of executions. I can see that actually. A master of executions for an all-cult army, that would look really cool. You wouldn't have to swap out much. And I like this guy. This guy looks really cool. I like the weird crossbow he has with a bomb attached. That's really fun. I don't know what I would kit bash him as. And I like this woman here. All you would have to do to turn her into a bounty hunter for Necromunda would be... Actually, I don't think you would have to do that much, because the gun looks really cool. I would keep the gun. Yeah, I would keep the gun. Maybe change the axe for a chainsword or something. And you would have a decent Inquisitor model. Or a decent bounty hunter Necromunda model. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Anyway, so yeah, I really like these models. Also, dogs. We have to talk about the dogs. They're dogs. You have to love them. I like this one, and I like this one, and yeah, dogs are dogs. You have to love dogs. It's the rules. It's the law. You have to love dogs, and yeah, that's it. I just like the Hexbane because there's so much kit bash potential, and maybe they're really good in game. I do not know. I don't play Warhammer Underworlds, but I think I might get into it due to this little warband here. So, next up is BloodBowl, and I know fuck all about BloodBowl. All I know is cool models, and these are really cool models. They have Piranha? I don't know how you pronounce these, my apologies. But you have Warrior Blitzers, Python Warrior Throwers, Jaguar Warrior Blockers, and Eagle Warrior Lineswoman, which is really cool. I like the models. Also, they're all animal themed. I don't know anything about BloodBowl, but these models are really cool. They're colourful, they're bright, they're just great. I like models like these. More models should be bright and colourful and just silly, because that's why I got into Warhammer, is just because of all the bright colourful models that I saw in old White Dwarf magazines, but they're just great. I also like the little pets. I mean, look at this guy. He's chilling, he knows whatever happens, he gets a free belly rub at the end. I mean, look at that, that's a really cool model. It's weird, I don't know anything about BloodBowl whatsoever, but these models are really cool, and I have got a kit bash project in mind for them. Basically, what I want to do with these models is have them do a pre-heresy Angron army with some of these models and a few other different models from different kits, and have them as like gladiators of Nercia army. So it was during the fight Angron had during the revolt, before the Emperor came down. He didn't come down, he literally just flew his ship over and picked Angron up. But that would be a really cool army to do. The Gladiators of Nercia army, with Angron leading the charge. You could do that. If you had a bunch of these models and a few others, and say they're Chaos Cultists and Angron's in charge, that would be amazing. That would work. Holy shit, I've got a new project in mind. Especially if you get contrast/speed paints. Yeah. Maybe I have a new project in mind. The Gladiators of Nercia. That would be a cool little project to do. Okay, I might have an idea. But there is one more thing we need to look at, and it is quite a big one. Also, this artwork's pretty good. I don't know whoever that pineapple? It's not a fucking pineapple. The heat's gotten to me. My apologies. Whoever that pumpkin head guy is, he's now dead. And also, this woman's pissed off. But there's a little toad! There's a little frog! It's like, wait for me! Oh. Anyway, little frog wins. So, yeah, anyway, let's get on to the big one, the kill team. The kill team is brilliant. So, last up is the kill team, and honestly, the kill team was revealed as sort of a tease thing because we don't see all the models, but my god, it's brilliant. Imperial Navy breaches versus Kroot. I'm happy. I like the Imperial Navy, I think they're really cool. And I just like Kroot. If you play Tau and you don't use Kroot, something is wrong with you. Use Kroot more. But they don't have the battle suit. Who cares? Use Kroot. Kroot are fucking brilliant. Use them. But anyway, other than my weird obsession with Kroot, Kroot are great, especially the fact that they eat people once they kill them. They just go nom nom. The Kroot are brilliant. I love Kroot. They are. I would start a Tau army just to run an entire Kroot army. Actually, fuck the Tau. Just collect Kroot. Kroot are better than Tau. Fight me. Anyway, the Imperial Navy is really cool as well because they haven't got any models until now, and this gives me hope on Guard in the future, because if they're expanding out to the Imperial Navy, what I'm hoping for, it probably might not happen, but what I am hoping for is that when the new Guard Codex comes out with all the new Guard models, I hope it's one giant big refresh like what they did with Necrons, so you've got like a bunch of different Guard regiments. You've got Cadia, you've got Armageddon Steel Legion. That would be quite cool, especially with Angron coming back. You would have Mordian Iron Guard models. You know, you would have a bunch of new models for a bunch of regiments, because that would be cool. I would love that. But I don't think it's going to happen. But saying that, seeing Imperial Navy breaches in-game as models, that's really good. That's really good. I'm glad about that, because Imperial Navy are really cool. And these models are really cool. I like her. She's obviously the leader, and she's got a power sword, because why not? This guy here reminds me of the Chaos Cultist with the shield and shotgun, but it's slightly different, because the shotgun is it looks like it's got 3 barrels, but it's actually 2 barrels, and I assume that's the reloading one, with a really cool style of Aquila for the Navy. I love that. It's so good. And and if I don't die, the other guy with the shotgun is really quite cool. He's obviously just reloaded or cocked his shotgun, and that's a shell flying out. I like these models, and yeah, they're just great. In fact, if anything, I would kit bash these so they would be new enforcers for Necromunda. I say that a lot about a lot of things, but honestly, these guys would look quite cool as Necromunda enforcers. I like the shotguns. The shotguns look really cool. She looks really cool as well with the power sword and bolt gun here. It's such a cool model. They are so cool. And the Kroot kill team, so far we've got this guy who's, I like to think he stole that gun off a Tau, and he's got a giant bloody sword, and he's also wearing a cape and mask, because why not? I like the fact I like to believe he stole that gun off a Tau warrior when he was asleep. He woke up and gone, God damn it, Dave, where did you go now? It's like, hee, I stole your gun. This Kroot here with the torque bow from Gears of War looks cool. I know it's probably called something completely different, but I like the bow. It reminds me of the torque bow from Gears of War. It's really good. And also, whatever this thing is here, it can't be a pistol. I don't know what that is. Could be a different weapon, but I really like this weird rifle thing here. And this Kroot guy, he's just Kroot. He's chilling. He's got a sword, pistol, rifle. What more do you want? And finally, we've got a third little dog. Look at a little Kroot dog. It reminds me of Abe's Odyssey. Picture on screen now, if I remember. It reminds me of one of the creatures from the Oddworld games. I just like it. Look at his little face. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Who's the best dog in the reveals? Let me know down below. But there's also train as well. The train looks pretty cool of what we've seen so far. And yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that little rundown. I know a couple of people are disappointed because it wasn't revolutionary enough or whatever. But, you know, it's decent reveals. And yeah, it's all good, isn't it? So, I've been Idiotic Synergy. If you liked the video, please like it. If you liked the video, please press the like button. I mean, not if you liked the video, please like it, please. I need this. Subscribe if you fancy it. I've got a Ko-fi where you can donate if you fancy it. But I also write short, dumb Warhammer stories for people's models or whatever pops into my head. And yeah, that's it. I've been Idiotic Synergy, and I'll see you later. Hopefully there's some more Necromunda stuff coming out soon, but I don't know. We can only live in hope.